You and I both know how snow begins its life. It starts on the ground as an evaporated bit of water and gets carried upward by convection currents high into the clouds. Now, a lot of people don't know just how cold a cloud is inside. It is literally freezing in there, and any evaporate that gets up into one of those is just looking for an excuse to form an ice crystal. And that usually happens, that opportunity comes in the form of a speck of dust that might have been carried on that very same convection current. And evaporate and dust meet, and suddenly you see this little blossom form. No two ever the same, each hexagonal, each crystalline. Beautiful little things. More and more of these form inside the cloud, and eventually the cloud's load gets too heavy to handle. When that happens, first one flake falls, and then another, and another, until we have this nice soft blanket slowly forming on the ground. But we're too high up to see the ground yet. Falling together, one flake beside another, drifting in the wind buoying us up now, and then letting go of us so we can float around in circles or in spirals, down, down, and now through the clusters of our fellow snowflakes. You can just about make out the base of the clouds below us and start to see the ground like a patchwork quilt. And it has these canal-like things running through it. Some of them are true water. Some of them are man-made roads. But they break up this quilt into sections. And we drift over those sections, coming closer and closer. Because we are snowflakes, the air is not too cold for us. And you can see already on the ground that the gray and brown of the dead winter grass is already being covered up by our cousins, by our brothers and sisters, because this is the time the earth sleeps too. We are her blanket. And as we come closer and closer, the joy of being able to help the earth be warm in her winter sleep rises up inside of you. And as we land, you go all the way down into a deep hypnotic sleep. A deep and easy rest. Knowing but not knowing that even in blowing the snow away, it will come to rest somewhere else. And that part of the earth's blanket becomes a little thicker and a little warmer for her. The seeds that were let fall by trees, by flowers, by all of the plants, sleeping quietly under the blanket, waiting for their time to awaken, to burst into life, to grow, to bear fruit, and eventually to set aside for later the promise of new life they bear within them. And like those seeds, your unconscious mind also carries seeds of your growth, of resolution of things that you have long wanted to let go of. And while you sleep tonight, your unconscious mind will be there, working away for you in the background, all on its own. No effort on your part, as you drift still deeper now. My voice like a slippery ice slide, taking you deeper and deeper down, a long, lazy, easy spiral, into the depths of comfort, into the enfolding arms of peace, into perfect contentment. And in a few moments, I will say good night, my very good friend. And when I do, you can do two things: double your depth, and at the same time, find your autopilot switch, which will automatically flip as soon as you see it. And when it flips, you will be able to do what is necessary to get up, shut down any computers or other objects that want putting to bed for the night. Go to your bed and sleep and dream deeply. Only pleasant dreams allowed, and you will wake fully refreshed as your body absorbs and renews through all the energy it can produce and absorb from the deep well at the center of the universe, which has more energy than any one entity could ever exhaust. Good night, my very good friend. Sleep well and dream deeply. Whenever you're ready, find that autopilot switch and start the process of bedding down for the night.